Boppity 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 ba. All right. Oh, let me pause the game. I forgot what I was doing. I am back, looking very tired. This is like the same day. Well, I stayed up. By the way, if you haven't watched the previous parts, this is live now on Twitch. But for YouTube, if anybody watches these, thank you. The last part, which I literally just finished, like what? It's 20 past 1 in the afternoon on the same day as I basically stayed up most of the night playing. I got sidetracked. It was a 9-hour odd stream. The video is on YouTube. My plan was to cut it up into 2 videos so they weren't so long, like because I did the wind temple and then I accidentally stumbled across that crazy secret quest with the Minoru and the mech and whatever. I got, and obviously come to the Deku tree and all that. I got sidetracked and it was a 9-hour plus stream. But when I transferred it across to YouTube, you know, I use YouTube's editor. So what my plan was is to you can export your export your videos from Twitch to YouTube. Okay, it saves downloading them and having to upload them. I'd be doing that for days because my upload speed isn't exactly the best. Anyway, you've got an editor on there, so my plan was to transfer or export the VOD from here over to YouTube twice, and then I was going to cut it up, so part 5 would have been cut up to the first half, so somewhere after beating the Wind Temple in Colgera, and then part 6 would have been me accidentally stumbling across the quest for the Spirit Temple. That would have been that, but YouTube's online editor wouldn't allow me to use their editor because the video was too long. So it's just one video, and I've put some timestamps. So if you really want to watch that, it's already cool stuff. There's a bunch of I did so much stuff in that video, but there's a link in the description. But anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling on. We're playing again. We know where the Master Sword is, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and figure out how on earth where the Master Sword is. I've got a feeling that the Master Sword is on a dragon of some sort. Because if the story's going the way I think it's going, I think Zelda, this whole draconification thing that was mentioned somewhere, I can't remember where it was. It's in one of the videos, one of the secrets actually. Yep, the secret, sorry, the memory. So I'm very tired. I fell asleep for like, I was up till whatever time. I fell asleep for like 2 or 3 hours and then got up. So I'm very tired. Let's let Link looking a little bit more Linky. There we go, Linky. So the Master Sword. We're gonna go and see if we can find the Master Sword. According to, it is on the dragon. Look, is this Zelda then? I see it. It's on its head. So I said this yesterday. I said I bet you it's on the dragon that's floating around in the sky, and it is. But the question is, where is it going? So at the start, when I first started playing this game, I guessed that, or I had a hunch that the dragon that's flying around is actually Rauru. That's what I assumed. But now I know a bit more about the story. It seems that this may actually be the spirit of Zelda, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. The only reason I guessed it was on the dragon because it was moving. I've not looked at any guys. The only thing I looked at was on the previous part where I looked to see how you get into the Deku tree, which I wish I didn't, because I would have guessed it. Like I would have been able to work it out. World map. Okay, so we want to go. Have any fire weapons? I do. Okay, we want to go south. See, I don't know. I wonder if I can get, like, up there and get, like, a really big, like, you know, height. A really big height, you know what I mean? It's good you can come back up to the dungeons and just look around. I miss, like, chests and that. I guess once you purge the dungeon of its curse or its evil, then the boss, basically. It's like a free roam. You can just roam around. So, well, my plan here is to try and... Oh god, am I going to make this? I may have misjudged this. Come on, birdie. Too late. Okay, we're good, I think. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to use these bird boats. Rito bird boats. Try and get like a really... Just get really high, basically. And not that kind of high. Alright, where's Mr. Dragon? Or Miss Dragon. Because I think this dragon is Zelda. Just got the story, and she said that she'd have to sacrifice herself to fix the sword. That's kind of crazy, though. That's a big story. Like that's like pretty huge story-wise. I was thinking to myself in the previous, I was like, because Fi is in there, or Fi, however you want to pronounce it, and then Zelda, I assume, will be inside the sword. She'll be part of the sword. If this is actually what's happened. Oh, don't do that. Alright, Miss Dragon. Where are you? All the way over there somewhere. I'm just going to try and get as high up as possible. Although my stamina may become a problem. There's going to be a structure or something I can go on that's closer to the dragon. Okay, so... Can I reverse time on this thing? Okay. The dragon is now over there somewhere. Oh, it's going towards Rito village. Look at that. Okay. Wow. Look how high I can get. I might wait here and see if it comes by here. But yeah, apologies for looking very tired. I didn't get... Yeah, it's to my right now. It's over here. Alright. Okay, let's get some bits out. I don't have any fans. Oh, no. Um... Okay. I don't even know where it is. Ah, there. See it. I got no chance of getting this correctly. Du-du-du. Oh god. Uh-oh. Oh. Go, Link. Stamina. Right underneath me. Oh, it's got a golden mane, look. I did it. Oh, it's stamina, this one. That it? What's happening? Did I do it? This ain't the sacred realm, is it? Whoa, it's golden. Whoa. Why is there no sound? Whoa. It's got the color. It looks like the goddess sword at the end. Whoa. It's got a. I mean, that makes sense, I guess, because of Hylia. Yes?
Link. The Master Sword. Your sword. She is the key to destroying the Demon King. He defeated her before, but a long slumber will heal these grievous wounds. And when you two next face the Demon King, you will have my strength to help you through her. Link, you are our final hope. I pray this sword reaches you in the future.
She was the dragon. She was the dragon flying around. I'm getting cap screenshots for thumbnails. What a cool way to get the Master Sword back. Now we have Fi and Zelda in the sword. As well as... Isn't Demise in there somewhere as well? This is so much like the Sacred Realm. Golden skies and everything. Zelda's the dragon being golden. That's why you couldn't take a picture of it before. I just saw that Seal of Darkness, its corruption was healed by its time with the Light Dragon. The Light Dragon. The blade gleams with a sacred luster that can oppose the Demon King. Wow, what a cool way to what a cool way to get the sword and the story. So Zelda is now the Light Dragon, or her spirit, or whatever that means. Oh, I already had a picture of it. I thought I didn't take a picture of it before. So we got the Master Sword, and it's cool that they dropped me off right here. This is where we gave it. We sent it back in time. So we got the Master Sword. Now how to get the Hylian Shield. I want the Hylian Shield. Well, I guess we go to the Gerudo Desert. I've never been here yet. Not in this game, anyway. There's also some more wing gear as well. I'm assuming you can get, because I got the first wing piece by doing a trial in the sky. I had to go through some hoops. I fly through hoops. I came across another one, but I didn't finish it. I don't remember where it was. No idea. But we'll cross that bridge in a bit. Ah, so Zelda performed whatever this means to become a dragon. To heal the Master Sword. Does that mean her spirit... So I guess her spirit's not in the sword. Think about it. If the dragon's representation of spirits, because you obviously got Dinral, Nadra, and Farosh, and all that. Okay. They're like the spirits of the golden... Well, are they the spirits? They're not exactly the spirits, but they're like a what's the word? I can't think of the word. I'm still very tired, so I'm not really probably make any sense. Anyway, time to go to Gerudo Town. This is the place I was most interested about because of Ganondorf. I'm like, well, Ganondorf's a Gerudo. Obviously, he's the Gerudo, the king of thieves. And the Gerudo before were wondering why they haven't had a male for X amount of years, because a male is supposed to be born every 100 years. I spoke about this yesterday. But there hasn't been one, then no one knew why. Obviously now we know why, is because he was actually, there was actually a male that was still alive, and that was Ganondorf. The question is, how long ago? I still don't know where this takes place. So I know where this takes place, kind of. But I mean, in the past, like how far away, how long ago was that? Oh, I'm too hot out here. I just like remove my. I wonder how I get into Gerudo Town anyway, because I don't have the clothes. I'm sure it's not the same quest. Oh, that didn't work. Just have to grin and bear it for now. We'll just tank some damage. It's not normally this hot in the desert, is it? So obviously something is causing that. Wonder what the disturbance is over here. An unbearable heat. Do I have anything? Ba-da-ba-da. I guess, do I have chill? Is it chill shrooms? See what this does. 12 minutes heat resistance. I probably didn't need to do that many, but... Let's dress for the occasion here. Warm, so let's put on the archaic legwear and no top. Gotta keep the cap on though. Wait. I can fuse stuff to the Master Sword. I didn't think the game would allow me to fuse stuff to the Master Sword, but... Alright. Oh, it's gone. Wait, the sword's got runes, like writing on it. It's like, Zonai writing on it. What if I go back to the Lost Woods? I wonder if I can do anything there with the sword. Because in the DLC for Breath of the Wild, you could do trials to upgrade the sword. Isn't there a shrine somewhere? Build a car. Kind of like running around there. Right, look at my mech. Look at him. Or her, I guess. Yeah. Thanks, mech. I can't believe I randomly just came across that. Do you get rewarded for curiosity in games like this? Because people are so quick to just go through the game, especially like YouTubers, like content creators, because they want to just get the game out as quick as possible and get that ending cutscene, or I beat the game already, or, you know, how to get this, I've got to get my video out, instead of actually enjoying the game. And you get rewarded for exploring. Revitalized Sword of Legend. Oh, I see. Sword is like it's not it becomes like a, but the sword appears and disappears. It doesn't stay on the sword as in like as its appearance. That's why it's glowing. So, yeah. Okay, I get it. That's cool. Oh, there's Alphos here. Trees. Didn't think that would work. Oh, let's just climb. Do it the old-fashioned way. Did it, did it. Sawson. Glad to see you here again. Hello, hello. I hate to break it to you, but the Skyview Tower is out of order. I made to fix it, but unfortunately the elevator is broken too. I can't get up to the tower to make repairs. You see that metal bit up there? Used to be a platform attached to that. If you had enough weight down, I go up. Platform is gone. There's nothing attached to that metal bit, so I'm stuck down here. Obviously can't fix the Skyview Tower. I wish I knew some way to get to the top. Well, let me fix that for you, Sawson. Saucy. Oh, perfect. Brrr. So far this takes me up. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Ooh, dragon. Ooh, Gleok. Hey, Spectacle Rock. Ooh. I see memory. Just don't know what to do. just make this pretty heavy. I guess didn't need the wood pallet, but let's make it look professional. Maybe that's enough. They my creation. Well, that didn't go as expected. Sorry about that. Dragon, where? Try this. Nope. Yes, so what's up? Like rocks around or anything? No, don't start, Samson. No, don't start. This cat is out to piss me off. I'm sorry. Trust me, I say it all the time, but it's not. Doesn't matter. He does certain things to annoy me, like jumping on my desk and starts chewing on cables because he knows he gets a reaction from it. I know I've said this like billions of times now at this point. But it's true. What he does... Oh, wait, there's a big old block over here. I wonder if I can get this... If I can get that up there. Big, massive block. Oh, I'm too cold now. Link, put your tunic back on. work, is it? I think that was a good try, or worth a try. Obviously didn't work. If I can walk around with it. Oh. Spam caller. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. God's sake, there's a block right behind there. Oh my god. Blood moon. Telling me that's still not good enough for you.
When the glow of the blood-stained moon.
Yep. Please tell me I'm still holding that block. The hell is this cat? What are you? What the hell is that noise all about? What was that noise about, cat? Dangerous, please. Gotta go round again now. Oh, I could just do that. Don't start, Samson, please. Not on the keyboard. Just... the hell is that? You just can't help yourself, can you? Where's the other block? Subsy, you're on the keyboard. Oh my god, give me 1 second. He's pressing all like buttons and stuff on my keyboard because he just rolls around on my keyboard. I swear, I promise you, he's doing it because he knows it. It's like that cat is an attention seeker. Although he gets all my attention like all day, every day. Trust me. It might sound like, oh, you don't give your cat attention. No, I give him attention more than enough. I've got 2 cats. The other one's completely fine. This cat is like, he has to have my attention all the time. Like when I get up, and like I could just get up as soon as I move, get up off my chair. He's there every time. Doesn't matter if he's sleeping or not. He'll be there. Why are these? Oh yeah, blood moon. He's got like a cat. What am I? He's just got some sort of attention problem. He has to have my attention all the time. He always needs attention. Which is fine, but it's like sometimes he doesn't care like what he does. Because he'll do things to it like to get my attention, like come, jump on the desk, start to bite a certain cable. It's like a certain cable he'll do as well. Oh, there you go. Look. There you go.
Oh.
Okay, thanks. You're welcome. The driver's sending mechanism is stuck probably from all the hot hours of the day here. I saw these parts using ones. Yes, it worked. Okay. Thanks, Jacob. It's Scary Tower, please. Chili steamed mushrooms. You head in the desert, please make sure you protect yourself from the heat. It can be get dangerous. Sometimes it's just avoiding the heat. When that happens, a meal that'll cool you down should come in handy. Okay, thanks. Alright, so we're going to the tower. We're getting all... Is this the last tower? I feel sad, like, having all the towers. Da, 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 da. Still waiting on my refund, by the way. In 5 working days. Wait. Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This is the 5th working day. So, I don't know what that's all about. Oh no, it's not the last tower. Gerudo Desert. Alright. Well, you know where we're going. Well, I'm going to this geoglyph, which looks like Ganondorf. Which makes sense with it being in the Gerudo. Desert. Where? Right, we just gotta find the tier. There it is. Fence. Du, du, du. Yeah, I think the next... I should go and trade some of my light orbs for stamina. Right, now he's attacking my other cat. This cat is a menace. He looks like butter wouldn't melt, but he's trust me, he's a menace. Anyway, try to put me in a bad mood, cat. I've got like a bad pain in my foot right now, and I'm tired. Let's see what this is then. Something to do with Ganondorf, obviously. I'm intrigued to know if this is a Ganondorf we've seen before. I don't think it is. I think this is a different Ganondorf.
Allow me to offer you my deepest apologies. On behalf of the Gerudo.
This looks familiar.
Taking so long to accept your repeated invitations. It is our desire to be accepted into the protective embrace of your kingdom. To serve it faithfully.
A welcome appeal, Ganondorf. I will accept your vow of fealty to the Kingdom of Hyrule. I understand that a single male is born to the Gerudo every 100 years. Receiving such an appeal from you, a hero to his people and a king by birth, well, it is truly reassuring.
It is my honor.
This is exactly like Ocarina of Time.
When your Zonai ancestors first descended upon these lands long, long ago, they must have seemed to be gods. And now you rule as king, and have taken a Hyrulean woman.
But she's a Hyrulean. I mean, it's kind of obvious, but...
Your Majesty has certainly risen above your admirable lineage. Most impressive. It is unfortunate that the noble Zonai no longer grace this world with their presence. All except you and your sister, that is.
Even if something were to happen to me, both my kingdom and the peace it brings, these will endure for generations to come. Your actions today are appreciated, Ganondorf. I look forward to your future endeavors. You may leave.
Your Majesty.
So...
King Roru, I believe that man's heart holds many dark ambitions. Just his name, even that, it gives me pause.
I am well aware of his evil nature. For that reason, and others, I want him close. It will be easier to keep an eye on him. There is nothing to worry about.
Okay.
He doesn't realize that that's the same. I guess not. Looks completely different, but his name kind of gives it away, doesn't it? Calamity Ganon. Ganondorf. Good, because obviously I'm thinking of, you know, Breath of the Wild, Calamity Ganon. But that was very similar to Ocarina of Time, where you first meet Princess Zelda and she's looking through... She's looking through the window and Ganondorf is kneeling to the king of Hyrule. Her dad. And here, very similar in that sense. I'm still a bit confused at what they're doing here with the story. I don't know where... It's obviously it's not the same Ganondorf then. The reason why I thought it was Twilight Princess Ganondorf, because where you see the hand holding him down, like when he's like a corpse under Hyrule Castle, it looks like there's the stuff's coming from his chest. And in Twilight Princess, you kill Ganondorf by sticking the Master Sword through his like chest, and he has so I thought that was the reason why that was that. But obviously now we know it's not the case. It's when Rauru did his sealing, imprisoning thing, and it just so happened to be in the same spot. Oh wait, this is what's this place called again? I forgot. What's this called again? Yeah, it's I can't remember what this place is called. There's a shrine here. This place is called no, not Spring. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, I'm struggling to work out what the story is here. I don't think it's connected to... Not connected to anything else I know of right now. So from that was very similar to Ocarina of Time. Oops. I bet you there's a chest around there. Look at this. Diddly. Ah. Oh, shoodles. Oh, oh. There you go. A parking spot. Okay, pretty straightforward stuff. Pretty straightforward stuff. Apologies for the yawning. I've got 10 of those now. Get a couple of stamina vessels. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ah, that's it. Karakara Bazaar. Big tower on top of there now.
Hey,
Hello. This is the last one.
what's up?
I saw that go to the Desert Vowhead and you come to the right place. You're supposed to get hands on now. It's fashionable. Buy from me.
Ah. What's up? Ah.
That band you just bought in part of the Desert Road series. Spolder and trousers. You have to go to a special place to get them. Have you heard of the store Fashion Passion in Gerudo Town? The secret shop is located behind that store. Oh, now that I think about it, Vo aren't allowed in Gerudo Town. You guys said anything? Thanks. Go, Link. Nice hair. All this stuff. What do you think you're doing? There's ration for the soldiers. The Sand Shroud is wreaking havoc on supply provisions right now. Sorry. But if you need something, check the shop. Saba. I mean, so like, let's go. So let me say definitely she went just. My mentor has entrusted me with decorating a weapon in a stylish way. So she told me to make it sparkle on that, and it must radiate burning passion. But I don't know what she's talking about. Monster parts. If you had a weapon, if I just had a weapon I could use to reference. Sparkle and radiating burning passion. So you want a ruby? Oh, my master sword sparkles.
Oh.
Something isn't quite. I don't know if I'm getting a sparkle with the burning passion from what you've done with this weapon. But still. What about this? Huh. Hold on. Give me a moment to study this weapon. Yeah, so because it is like burning, sparkling. A sparkle in the weapon positivity radiates with the burning passion. Even I can make something like this. I know it certainly pays my mentors. Okay. Thank for the electric key swings. It's the material I would recommend for decorating a weapon. A lot of monsters call theirs at home. However, if you want to test the strength of a weapon, use that as something to know it's perfect time. Right. What the hell's that? Hello, fellow Hylian. What's going on here then? I have a bad feeling about this thing. I don't know why, but I do. I think this is stone, but no matter what I do, I can't put a dent in it. Weird. So you used to get the female clothes from a guy up there. So think, oh, it's Beetle. Hello, Beetle. I always pick these bright bloom seeds up because they're always handy, especially when you're, well, in a dark place. Ooh, hold on. Oasis sauce. Time to put my rock hammer to use. It's been in my inventory for ages. Just to make it a little bit quicker. Bright cap. Okay. The hell? Tough rock right there. Oh, it's blue rock. Where I came in. Oh, what am I doing? Hold on. Uh... Why did I think that was a bomb? Thanks, friend. Blue pea. How many of these I got now? 5. Trade some with Colton. Oh, that's where I came in. Go, see what's down here. Where are you? Bird up, bird up. See where I have to go, by the way. I just want to open this. Nice. Oh, does that mean well, I say, does that mean? Of course it does. I could fuse like a ruby and stuff to my master sword and make it shoot fire. That would be pretty cool. I imagine I can do that. Not what I'm supposed to do? No, I thought that was a certainty that I'd have to use ascend. Oh, it's a sinkhole. Where am I? Oh no, I'm lost. Is this an updraft? A large piece. Oh, that's Gerudo Town. Just go forward. Wait, is Gerudo Town just going to be shrouded in sand? Desert Rift. That was a big, like, monster then. It's not. It seems to be... What is this? Oh, it's a skull. Ooh, ruins. Ooh, shut. I've lost track of where I was going now. I guess that's what these are for, so you can look. There you go. The question is, though, I can't get into Gerudo Town, right? So, unless there's no guards at the door? No guards at the door, so... Oh, Gerudo Town is abandoned. This place. This has been like ravaged. The Gerudo. The Gerudo. You know what? I want to see something, actually. Yeah, I keep mentioning this about the Gerudo's ears. The reason why the Gerudo have pointy ears is because they've had to mate with the Hylians. These Gerudo here have pointy ears. Ganondorf doesn't. I'm just curious to see if they have pointy ears or not.
Allow me to offer you my
They've got pointy ears,
apologies.
so I don't understand that. Oh well, whatever. I know it seems like a weird detail to point out, but it is legit a thing. Sorry, Tanog Shrine. I pronounced that correct. 100%. The Sun Shroud impairs your visibility. Try climbing above. Okay, so they've made it better because it was annoying in Breath of the Wild when you go into the sandstorm. You just basically couldn't do anything about it. Kind of annoying. Dibby-doo-dibby-doo. What's that? What are you? Do. Are they mirrors? This might be a mirror. Seems to be the case. Guessing there's a chest in this sand pit here. Was pile of sand, sorry. Oh, look at that. It's stuck there. That was completely accidental. I didn't know that was the thing. Oh, there's nothing in there in it. All right. It is a pile of sand in the corner. Ooh, secret hole. Angusta. All right. Keep forgetting you can infuse the zonite, you know, the building materials to weapons and that. So they're not really explored. I've just been fusing weapons to weapons, you know. But the next angel statue, see, I will, oh god, I will, get some, go, log stretch. The next angel statue, will see, I'll get some stamina vessels, there we go. That one of those stretches, you know, you get stretched and it feels good, and then, but it just, like, it prolonged. It was a prolonged stretch. Do, 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 do. Okie dokie, so we're in Gerudo Town. We do not need women's clothes this time, it seems. Maybe now, once we save Gerudo Town this time, they'll actually go and recognize that we're a hero and we saved it. Is that Plopka?
Oh.
Nothing to report, huh?
Oh.
What, Avo? Did you come here to escape the Sand Shroud? Oh, you reached the entrance to the Gerudo shelter. I cannot allow my Vo to pass, any Vo to pass through this door. I know what Vo is, it means a male. There's a custom, really more of a law that we Gerudo follow. Young Gerudo are generally not allowed to interact with Vo. What's wrong? What's going on?
Oh.
A Vo wandered in here.
Oh.
What? Who's there, Vo?
Ah.
Nothing to worry about. The Vo is very short and can't even reach the peepholes. He is out of sight and and even on his tiptoes, you won't be able to see him.
Nah.
Normally, Vo aren't allowed to even set foot in Gerudo, the walls of Gerudo Town. This is a unique situation, so as long as you keep out of the shelter, I'll overlook your presence in town. If you look at a place to get out of the Sand Shroud, you should rest in one of the houses on the surface. Alright.
Oh. Ah. Oh.
Don't mind me. I hope the water's current carries my letters far away. Far and wide. Oh, is this the guy? Is this the girl, sorry, in the previous one who was just throwing rubbish? And it was polluting the town. May they find a vow I am destined to fall for. Hey, this isn't a place with junk. Don't even think about throwing trash in. These waters are connected to the wells on the surface. Rude. I'm not throwing trash away. These are letters. Letters to the vow of my dreams. They are very, very important. So they're connected to the wells on the surface, eh? Did I just go down a well here? Well, well, well. Ah! A bow! I don't want to get caught talking to people I'm not supposed to. I go back to the shop quick. Alright, fine. Oh! A bow! Again! Mommy says if she'd be mad if you saw me talking to you, I'd give her a spawn and go back to the shop already. Okay. Oh, there we go. 1, 2. Up. Easy.
No.
A bow! There's a bow here. Stop him. I'm gonna get under arrest by a big buff Gerudo lady. Oh, I'm not permitted to be here. You must leave at once.
Oh.
Hold on. Hello. Bularia. It's been some time, swordsman. It's all right. This is one has the chief's permission to enter, and he is welcome to visit any of the shops and businesses. Spread the word. Let everyone know this is the case.
Oh.
You to come all this way, and during the strange storm that plagues us, you must have some important news to share. Yeah, I found my master sword. Like Princess Zelda's like a dragon in the sky now. Prince of Hyrule is still missing. We had heard the events at Hyrule Castle, but things are dire indeed. Still, swordsman, I mean Link. I am impressed you made it here through the storm that surrounds Gerudo Town. The Sand Shroud settled us on us some time ago. We sent out patrols to try to determine what was causing it, but a swarm of monstrous creatures called Gyptos. Gyptos. Hey, I like Gyptos, an old school enemy. Suddenly appeared, attacked our troops, and forced us to retreat. The Gyptos have made their way into the town. As a result, everyone was evacuated to the shop. As I said, Gyptos are kind of like re-deads, but not. As someone charged with protecting Gerudo Town, I am ashamed at our current situation. This is to say that although I wish I could help you search the princess, now is not a good time. I'm sorry. Lady Riju is currently training. She is trying to become strong enough to save us from this disaster. If you're hoping to speak with Lady Riju, you should visit the ruins to the north. Give me some stamina, please. Oh, Hylia. Give me 2 of those, bad boy. Oh, God. Sorry. Try not to sit here yawning, but... Blum. Thanks. Gerudo's down the oh, sorry. They're hiding underground right now. Which makes sense because of what's going on at the top. What is this? Oh, it's the 7 statues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh. Oh, you must be the very one he's talking about. Say, are you highly very interested in archaeology? It's surprising to learn that I am an archaeologist myself. After much work, I have finally deciphered these stelae. Do you want to hear what's written on them? You do, don't you? Sure. You insist. First up, the stela over here on the left. It says 7 heroines who protect the Gerudo. The secret will be expressed on 6 stelae. As for the stelae over there on the right, it says the 7 heroines who protect the Gerudo on 8th channels. And 8th channels and guides the powers of the 7. I doubt you know this, being a Hylian Varro, but we Gerudo have believed in the heroines for a long time. They are said to have protected and guided our people in past times. Fortunately, I have found little in the way of documentation about the heroines themselves. There are many debates and disagreements around surrounding these enigmatic figures. Some argue for revering also in content, and others for worshipping each other as an individual. Certain rabble-rousing contrarians even claimed there were not 7, but 1 or 8. If there is one thing scholars love, it is arguing with each other. These stelae definitely support the theory of 8. If there is 8, there's 1 up on the mountain. An incredible discovery, isn't it? I could stop here and rightly say I changed the face of archaeology. But if I found the other 4 stelae, who knows what else I might learn about the heroines. I wondered too. Oh my god. Oh sorry. I wondered too about this orb that I found while searching these 3 stelae. Is it connected somehow? Okay, but I have not been able to find any stelae besides these 2. Since there's nothing like them on the surface, the others must be underground somewhere. I wish I could see the text inscribed in the stelae, even if it's just pictures. This then? Underground, eh? Can I see an underground entrance over here? Wants a picture of some bowls. Yeah. It's you, at long last. You, the Varro reading this letter, are the Varro I fated to meet, and I am the Vi you are destined for. You must hurry and rescue me. I am locked away from the outside world. Don't worry though, I will send all of my love to you until you come and find me. Stay safe. I know that we will meet soon. It is our destiny after all. Caliban. Alright. If you say so. Go this way. Oh, behind this wall. Wait, what's that on the wall there? Oh. Oh, no, I'm lost. What was that all about then? Why is that like that? Was there a way? It might have been a way that I missed. Let's have a look. So she wanted a picture of me. What's that side quest? Okay. Yeah, she definitely said they were underground. I got a point in this area here because nothing here. Nothing there. Right. Carry on downstream. Oh wait, she says they're underground. They're underground. It probably means in the depths, right? I forgot about that. It probably means the underground. Oh, it's only a side quest anyway. Alright, so adventure log. Garudo. Can't teleport to a shrine over there. Gibdo. Whoa, look at them. Gibdo bones. The Gibdos are a returning enemy. So that, I remember that in one of the trailers, people were saying it was a Redead. Redead and Gibdos are very similar, but they're not the same. Okay. There she is. Look at a sword. Sure.
Missed again. Can't hit my mark. Won't do anyone any good.
What about me?
It's you.
It is.
This changes things. I didn't expect to see you here.
Riju. Nice to see you again.
But then, you always show up in unusual times.
That is true.
Oh,
The Hyrule Castle rose up into the sky and Zelda vanished right in front of you? And now you've come here looking for clues. I think I understand how you're feeling. Zelda is a dear friend to me as well. I will do everything in my power to help you. But to do that, I need to bring a quick resolution to a problem we Gerudo are facing. I'm sure you've noticed that the desert is even more difficult to cross than usual. That's thanks to this unusual sand shroud. It appeared around the same time the events at Hyrule Castle took place. It's blanketed the whole desert, including our town. And not long after that, swarms of monsters we'd never seen before began attacking. We're calling them Gibdos. Physical attacks don't work well against them. They're slow, but they'll still make investigating the sand shroud difficult. Were you watching just now? I'm practicing striking that dummy over there with lightning. If I can aim the lightning well, I think it may be effective against the Gibdos. This technique is unrefined. I only recently discovered it and still need more practice. I want to master this power so I can use it to defeat the Gibdos. If I can do that, we can investigate the source of the sand shroud and search for Zelda as well. Link, will you help me with the training? I think I can use your arrows to help me aim my lightning strikes. Fire one out of that dummy over there. Okay.
oh.
There we go. Now try something a little trickier. 3 dummies. If those dummies over there, maybe we can hit them all with a single target strike. Here's an idea. Don't try to hit a specific dummy. Instead, aim for the area in the middle of all 3. Like, right around where that rock just is. Oh, but keep in mind, but the farther away the target is from me, the longer it will take me to build up the energy to hit it.
Okay.
Motion controls, thanks. Yes! I get a hang of it now. The Gibdos don't stand a chance against us, against this power.
Oh.
I thank you enough for your help, Link. Oh, weird golden aura again.
Oh.
What was that? Didn't sound like any noise that Sand Shroud has made. That's for sure. You heard that too, right? It was Chief. We received word that a swarm of Gibdos are attacking Karakara Bazaar. Valeria is already on her way there. She's already... Okay, understood. Thank you. Link, we need to get to Karakara Bazaar at once. I must ask for your help once again. My lightning and your guiding arrows make us a formidable pair. Do you remember Karikara Bazaar? It's the oasis north of Gerudo Town. Let's see those Gyptos. Those Gyptos, what were we here? Gypto. Electric Stifliner. Forgot where, I don't know where we're going. Yeah, hold on. Gerudo Sanctuary. Check this out then. Check Gypto. Hey, cheese. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Gypto. How did I kill the ones before? Oh, they take your hearts away. How did I kill the other one? Who knows, right? What are we doing down here? Oh. Got a bubble gem. Oh, so there then. How do I get there? I don't know how did I kill one of these? Get it. Da-da-da. Well, I'm glad I can just teleport. I'm sure you can do that. Do that in Breath of the Wild in the same time. I can't remember. Da-da-da-da. Gyptos. God, aim on Gyptos. Get close. But help doesn't arrive soon. Don't worry, it's Link and Riju. Okay, everyone waiting. I'm here now, and we're going to wipe all the Gibdos out at once. Follow me. Link, don't let me down. The monster stand no chance. Gibdo guts. Gibdo guts. I think we did it. Unless there's more. Maybe it's like a Megazord. Power Rangers, but it's like just a Mega Gibdo.
Buliara, well done
Buliara.
holding the line until we were
Thanks
able
for telling
to
me
get
how
there.
to pronounce her name. Buliara.
Now that we know the Gibdos are susceptible to lightning, this gives us a major advantage.
Huh.
Is that Zelda?
Been on here then. Big tornadoes going on.
That's bad. Real bad.
Yeah.
Gerudo Town is in danger.
Naruto.
Zelda, wait! She was heading directly toward those tornadoes. And if more Gibdos are hiding in the storm... Buliara, we need to get back now.
Buliara.
Link, we're going on ahead. I'll meet you in town.
Okay. Gerudo Town. Gerudo. 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 Hmm. Got one. Two. Three. Three memories left.
Oh,
What? What do you mean? What?
who?
I know the desert is hot, but it's not that hot. Put more clothes on. What? I'm not going to speak to you until you put more clothes on. Oh, alright, okay.
Oh.
Hope you realize that it's better to behave yourself. In any case, the captain sent word to let you out. But I don't see you rule breaking the face again, so you can't walk around with no top on here. They must be offended by Link's nippleless torso. Yes.
Hey!
Yeah? A man? Yes. Is that allowed? Avo? You let me in, please? These blasted things look like poisonous mushrooms, and poison mushrooms, they must be eliminated. I'll crush every last one to dust. And you were backing us up, weren't you? Yeah. Oh. What?
Oh.
It's what everyone's talking about. Got business side, you better get done now once fighting kicks off. Door open until it's safe. Where is where's Riju gone? Hello? Riju? Oh. Valley of the Silent Statues. I guess we're going down. Valley of the Silent Statues, eh? Going off track again. I might not be able to do the... I was just thinking about this video. For the stream. I might not be able to do the Gerudo... this dungeon now. In the stream. Alright, so it seems like I gotta get a light for that. Ah! Bomb flower. All about. They don't like lightning, huh? Why did I do that? It was like, oh, bomb. I meant to, in my mind, I'm like, pick it up. And I ended up hitting it. My sword. Okay, that's just pure tiredness right there. Oh, so you can lighten them, then hit them, got you. Because they change colour, got you. Probably should have noticed that before. So what's this all about then? I get too sidetracked here. Oh, I'm back here again. Oh man. Why am I taking damage? Yep, duh. Best friend. You know what? Let's figure out what we're doing here. Infinite stretching. It's been 2 hours already. We did get the Master Sword though. So I'm looking for redo here. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do the in this stream, this video. That was my plan to do, but I didn't realize it's going to take this long. I got to be doing something in like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, something like that. No, I got no time. What I'll do then, considering I said yeah, I'm gonna go to these two shrines. Wait, where's my birdie? I see Molduga. Let's just walk straight forward. That's all we need to do. Keep those. I don't want to fight you. I didn't want to fight you. Okay. Got one tapped. Oh, now I don't know which way I'm going. Alright, you're just gonna one-tap me 2 times in a row. I'll accept that. Well, that doesn't work anymore. Breath of the Wild, you threw bombs down. So, yeah. I did notice there was a updraft near me. Right here. I do not wish to fight the Molduga right now. The plan was to go to this shrine that should be in this direction. Still chasing me? Why am I taking damage when I... What's happening? Why am I taking bloom damage? This area? Or am I missing something completely? Oops. Yellow choo-choo jelly. A star fragment out there. I haven't even... This thing here was the one I was on about with the other flight stuff. What was I wanted to search something. I wanted to look for something. What was I trying to do? Memory. Not memories. Okay, we're missing one. I just want to see how many geoglyphs I got left. Got one geoglyph. Which I'm assuming is in... up here somewhere. Bloop, bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop. What's causing me to take damage? I'm so confused. Kudanisar. Yeah, I'm gonna do this shrine and end the stream / video. yeah, my plan was to do the Gerudo thing this time, but there's no rush. I'll probably stream again. I'll be streaming much more. I don't want to get to the end of the game, but I want to progress a bit more. I spent so much time just exploring the other day on my own. I think I said yesterday, but I spent so much time not streaming. I streamed the game. I did loads of stuff. Okay. Bowl. Got you. On the road again. That's pretty cool to drive around this thing. On the sand. Yeah. Let's go, Bull. That works. I missed a chest, but I'm not bothered. Oh. Moth Giptos. Did I say moth or most? Maybe I'm just tripping out. Anyway, yes. Apologies if anybody's watching this. I appreciate it. On the old YouTube, there's a playlist. All that stuff is down in the description. I will be back. What we're gonna do? First of all, it feels like a yawn. Second of all, we're gonna go and do the Gerudo Desert. Brian, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll be back less tired, more motivated. Yeah, we've got the Master Sword, and yeah, thanks for watching. And, you know, leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and Twitch if you want to watch me live. Yeah. And if you watched any of that 9 hours video, appreciate it. Alright. See you next time. Goodbye.